You all.
One more.
Hi. You know, when you're ready to do that. All right. Ready. All right. Hey, everybody. Happy Monday in February. Okay. We are going to go ahead and get started. It is 6:04. Okay. Oh, listen. Listen to that. I like that. We are going to go ahead and get started. Sometimes I feel like I've lost my North Carolina twang, but sometimes I don't.
Are we being invaded by another meeting?
I think it's TV, don't you think?
On the line?
We're gonna call this meeting to order at 6:04. Oh, yeah. Hey, everybody. I'm just gonna, new member call. There's a deadline of 3/13. I'm not sure what that means.
Yes,
New member.
March 13th, we have a call for 3 new members because Mark and Marissa and Francis are cycling off. So that call is live now. So if you know anyone who's interested, tell them to fill out the application. If you need a link to that, just let me know.
Have we let the members of the cohorts of the public art class know about this opening?
Yeah, it goes out to our whole mailing
Oh,
list, so.
great.
Yeah.
Okay, so that deadline is March the 13th. Got it.
Yes,
Got it.
at 5 p.m. It's a Friday. Also with Marissa cycling off, we will need a new secretary if anyone feels so. Just saying, just saying. If anyone wants it.
What's your nail information?
They do.
Yeah.
Okay, staff and project report. Tell us all about.
Um, so, yes, project report. Sorry, Audrey was just saying. Oh, that's fine. Yeah, she's dialing in. So, I have a presentation I want to show you of some of our projects coming up, but I'll just run through some of these. So, we're in the middle of the Tallahassee roundabout selection. So we had that, at the end of January, we selected 3 finalists. So they have until, the end of this month to do their proposal. And then the selection folks will reconvene and we'll select the final one. So we have some really good finalists, an interesting mix of folks. So I'm curious to see how that ends up. We also,
Anybody local?
I can't tell you.
You can't even tell us the.
No,
Right?
no,
Just
I'm
curious.
not telling you. We'll tell, when it's all finished, we'll reveal who everybody
Okay.
is, but yeah. Don't want to reveal anything about our applicants just yet. We also had the poet laureate selection last month on the 15th. Elsa was our representative from this group there. That committee is made up of folks from the public library, some public high school English teachers, and other educators, in Athens. It's a really wonderful, thoughtful group of folks. It's a lot of the same folks that were on the previous selection group for the poet laureate. Sorry, I'm getting over a cold and my throat is like not really cooperating. Anyway, so we do have a new poet laureate. Hasn't been announced yet. We're still waiting to, get her contract finalized, and when she's like officially under contract, we'll do a press release. But her first, public appearance will probably be the Lantern Parade. If we don't do some kind of little something before that. And of course, Lantern Parade is March 7th. And then in April, we have Poetry Month. So usually that's kind of a good introduction for our poet laureates, either like read for the mayor and commission or at another, public event. It's just kind of a way to kick things off for Poetry Month. We have the call for the Morton mural out until the end of this month. Y'all, this has been one of the most popular calls for art. We have, already have over 60 applicants for, and we still have like, the better part of this month. Yeah. So, it's a really good project. I mean, the Morton has such a unique history. And getting an opportunity to tell that story would be really exciting. Also, it's an interior mural and it's not particularly tall, so it's just a nice, it's a good project.
Climate
for a
controlled.
muralist. Yeah, climate controlled, yeah, close to a bathroom and water fountains, like literally right there. It's very, very good. So we did our call for the Lantern Parade too, that closed, last month. We only got a couple applicants, so we're taking both of those, for light sculptures. But we also extended the call to our public art cohort participants. And a couple of them are interested in doing something as well. So we hope that works out, and then we'll have hopefully a full house of, some light art.
Can I,
Yeah, sure.
the Morton mural call, the selections are scheduled for,
Oh, yes.
March is
So
April.
March 11th and, April 15th. So again, this is a two-part selection. So we'll be selecting finalists and then they have a month to do a proposal and then they'll come back. But I will need some ACAC members to participate.
it'll be fun.
I'm always doing.
This might be, and these will be, we're planning on doing them in the afternoon too, because we have a lot of staff members that are gonna participate from ACT and the Morton and some Morton Theater Board people. So there'll be like 2 to 4 in the afternoon. So, if you think that works for your schedule, just feel free to email me. You can
get
let
you
me know.
parking passes.
Yeah, I can't, a deck.
Street,
Yeah. Mhm.
since it's during the day when the meters are metering.
Yes, yes. Let's see, so let's go to my presentation here. So a lot of times I talk about projects that are coming up and sometimes it's good to have a visual. So we have some, 3 pieces of art that will be installed in the next few months. And then we also have some other, projects coming up. So let's see, so we have the Costa Building mural. This is very exciting. So, our artist, Willie Johnson, he's gonna be coming next Friday. So the 20th, right? That's next Friday already. So y'all remember, this is the interior lobby area of the Costa Building and also this exterior wall on the Board of Elections building. So this is, Willie's previous work. So these are some of his completed murals, just to kind of familiarize yourself with his work. Really beautiful. He's from Chicago. And this is his proposal for the Costa Building. It's inspired by, Greek classicism, but with a little bit of a twist. He was really inspired by, our People in Belonging department, which is housed in this building. Also, housing and community development is there and economic development are in this building. So it's a very kind of community, focused, group of departments, and a lot of just very diverse folks that are represented. So he had kind of it's Greek classicism reimagined with a more diverse cast of people. So this is kind of that interior room, and he's gonna kind of paint these architectural elements along there. So I'll let you read. So this red blindfold kind of goes around the whole room. This is the center wall. It's inspired by the sculpture that's out in front of City Hall. And these gray spots are just the doorways, so it just kind of just lines up on the wall.
It's gonna be really hard to draw that.
Right? And then this is the exterior. He's gonna add this railing is there already on the ramp. So he's just adding that. The windows are already there. So he's just adding in the columns and the statues. But he's wanting to model the faces after local people to make them more specific to Athens.
I'm available.
Which one do you want? Which?
One of the middle's got the best hair.
Yes,
I have to hold the owl.
right? And they get to hold the owl too, yeah. We'll get you an urn and we'll get you a toga and a setup.
Who says I don't have one?
Okay, I stand corrected. So that one's coming, February 20th to March 20th. He's gonna be here for about a month. He'll be there working, you know, during the day and probably sometimes at night, and on the weekends too. So, if you're downtown, you know, open a peek in the window and see what he's doing in there. So yeah, we're excited to have him here. We'll probably have, I'm planning a little bit of like a meet and greet with him on the 20th during the day with the staff members in the Costa building, just so everyone that's in the building gets a chance to meet Waleed. This is the guy who's gonna be in your way for the next month, so get to know him. But I'd love to have some of y'all come and meet him, so I'll extend that invite to y'all. Once we know for sure what time he's gonna be in. So that's exciting. We'll do a lot of, social media, you know, in progress, photos and videos and stuff. So that'll be fun, and we'll do some sort of little get together at the end when he's all finished and, you know, eat cookies in this beautiful building. So our next project, this one's been in the works for a while. We have a sculpture coming to the Firefly Trail. This is the one that's at the Indian Hills and Spring Valley intersection. So this is this little rest area that's there where the water fountain is. So if you're on the Firefly Trail going out towards like the streets and drainage department that's out there, kind of at the end of the Firefly Trail, this is that last kind of rest area. So this was a call for a shade structure type thing that goes over these benches. So Stephen Gutierrez is our selected artist. This is his previous work. He does a lot of stuff with metal and acrylic with solar. And he put together this proposal called
Lighting Our Path.
Lighting Our Path, thank you. And so it's 2 fireflies, so these are acrylic, and steel. And they're also gonna have solar, lights.
Cool, like it.
So it will not only glow at night, oh, just wait, there's more. It also has these cute some little details that are there that are really cute. So these little Viking fireflies that are just gonna kind of sit on the edge there. Isn't that cute? And, he really just put a lot of thought into even the striations that are on the wings, referencing the river there. What is, my watch is talking to me. So the solar is really unique. It's gonna be programmed to flicker like a firefly's, tush. So that's another nice little detail, with that. So at night, when you're driving by and you see it flickering, it's not malfunctioning. It's just, imitating an actual firefly. So really cute. We're really excited about that one. It'll probably be installed in like March or April. We're not exactly sure. It's still in fabrication. But I'll keep everyone posted when that is coming. So even though, you put a lot of thought into the angle of it to get the best
So that-
shade.
Lights, like, so the sun shines through the acrylic, it'll make the
Mhm.
colors on the ground.
Mhm. But also to be functional too as a shade, structure. So that's lighting our path. And I really want Stephen to do, an artist talk when he's here, because his proposal in particular, I think is just so thoughtful and so detailed. Even if he were just presenting his
It
proposal,
would be
it would be a
fascinating.
really interesting, presentation.
Crowd.
Yeah, yeah. And they were involved in the selection
That's
too,
true.
so they, yeah. Bishop Parks, remember Bishop Park Gates we've talked about them, so these are these two very uninteresting pedestrian entrances, right? No riz. And so we put out a call for some gates, and, the selected, crew for that is St. Udio. They're local. Some of y'all may know them. And this is some of their previous work. They certainly know how to make gates. They did a really great job here. And so they designed two gates for us. One's a fox and one's, woodpeckers. So this is like gonna be laser cut, in different layers of powder coated, steel. So, each like color is like a different layer. And these are the woodpeckers, so that one site is a larger gate, so it's gonna be a double gate like this. And so these are inspired by Art Deco and Art Nouveau, motifs, and also local animals, flora and fauna. And so this is how the layers kind of come apart. So one will open one way and one can open the other way, or they can open together. Similar with this one as well. And even the back's very pretty. So those are projects that are coming up. As for the gates, we're doing the fabrication document stage, like the engineering stage, so they haven't started their actual making of the gates, but according to their proposal, they said that would only take like 8 weeks or something like that, so, I'm thinking maybe before the summer, those will be installed, so stay tuned.
Those are all really cool.
Are they nice?
We have some cool art.
Really,
You know?
it's really nice, all selected by our residents, not by me. Different groups for each one, so, always encourage your friends to sign up and participate in those selections. So we got some calls for the Morton call, this is the wall in there, see? Water fountain adjacent, it couldn't be closer.
You can't be part of it.
But
We looked into it, it's.
who knows, maybe we could work it into the design.
Yeah.
And our animal services one that we talked about last, couple months ago,
Take the pictures, right?
right, for like a step and repeat, for, adoption photos. And this was presented at our triangle cohort cohort social that we did on the 29th.
Which was really fun.
We had a good turnout, ate some pizza, and everyone was really excited for this. So I gave them until, April to, come up with a proposal, because this is just kind of a straight RFP. And then we'll do, some sort of selection. So, keep you all posted when I need a couple people to participate in that. And then we have our library mural call that'll be going out in March, mid-March. So remember that big long wall and this wall here. Again, this library has not been built yet, so, but they're very eager to do the call and get an artist kind of attached to this project just to do the planning. So we'll be putting that call out next month. And then Memorial Park, we'll be doing a call in the summertime for the sculpture that'll be somewhere either next to or in the pond at Memorial Park. So that's gonna be a fun one. And then the art benches, once we get our final list of projects that will work for these art benches, we'll order the benches and do a call. This will be a great accessible project for all artist skill levels. If you can use a paintbrush and a ladder, you could do one of these. So, and they will be, moved around and installed, not by the artist. So those are that's what's coming up.
That's so
The
exciting.
next few months, so busy few months.
Good job. That's a lot,
Yeah.
especially that's just what's immediately, right there. Not
Some of those
the
are
2
like,
years in
they're
advance that you're
working, and
working.
then they're in progress, and then
Yeah.
some are like, yeah, it is a lot.
Very proud of that. It's proud of y'all.
Thank you so
We
much.
got some-
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Is that
and thank you to all of you. You help us make decisions about all these
Part of the
projects.
process, we couldn't do
and
this, yeah.
Help with selections and things like that, so. Yes. Also, Todd was supposed to be with us this evening. He's not able to, but he did, send us an updated outline. There's some copies. He'll be presenting next month.
Or he may even come here. That's
Okay.
the other thing, is we've talked about him coming to work here in
Yeah.
person, so we're gonna look at that. But we'll have, yes. We'll have things for y'all to review and for him to meet, and time to meet with him, either virtually, but hopefully in person. It'd be nice to have Todd here.
Yeah.
So,
But we wanted to give this to you all just so you have a copy, you could look it over, if you think of questions.
Yeah.
Um,
we're still working on our master plan for our department. It's a very long process, these plans.
a lot of master planning, yeah. A lot of changes going on in our government too. A lot of new people and new processes and it's never a dull moment. So. Stephanie, do you want to talk about Lantern Parade?
Just that y'all should come to the Lantern Parade. It's Saturday, March 7th, and we will have, it'll start about, the event officially starts about 6 p.m. And we'll do sort of step off the parade a little after 7. I kind of wait to see the vibes.
Yeah.
Everybody here. And then, so yeah, it's really simple. You can bring a lantern and your friends, and we meet in Dudley Park. So there's lots of parking along the Chicopee Dudley sort of parking area there. And also, the tiny little Poplar Street one that's right behind Mama's Boy. And then there's also a church across the street from Mama's Boy. It's up on the hill. That, lovely congregation has offered to allow people to park there at no charge. So we have all this on our website. So if you want to tell people about it, you can refer. I bought a billboard.
Ooh, I saw it.
Did you? It's, I don't even know where it is. So,
It's kind of near.
Picked it out.
It's kind of near, when you drive past Lexington, if you're headed to Madison County. Like that part of the loop, like Lexington's over here on your right, you're headed to 79.
That's where it would be, but okay. So yes, I'm getting yard signs.
It's a pretty one.
Thank you.
It's dark.
I'm trying that as something different, like I've done, we've tried a variety of like ways to communicate it, and this year I thought we'd try a billboard and see.
Here, yeah.
We have had some good feedback. We used a billboard for our, when we moved the, Star Spangled Classic, our fireworks event from the airport to Southeast Clark Park.
Yep.
We did a billboard on Lexington Road, and that, we think it really helped because people were like, oh, they helped connect that it was moved from a different location.
Yeah.
So we're gonna get some yard signs, and so, when I get those in hand, I might send out an email, and if y'all wanna
Yeah.
put some in your yard, maybe you could come here and pick them up, like, we'll have them. And then I'll probably collect them back, because we might like update them for next year. So I'm very excited. We have, so the Palms of Fire drummers will be in the park, and then we'll also have an activity with, to make the big bubbles, those huge.
Oh, yeah.
So the public library, we have a librarian that works with us at both of our community centers, and she's lovely. She and some of the library staff are gonna help us do the bubble station. So it's just a fun activity for any kids or anybody to play with the bubbles before the parade starts. Because it's fun to watch people make giant bubbles, and they have glow in the dark bubbles. So we're gonna try that out and see if that works. And then I also I'm not advertising who the other musical guest is, because I kind of like it to be an element of surprise, but, God, now I'm gonna forget let me look up his name really quick. He is Mark probably knows. I'm sorry. Mark probably knows him, because he is the chair of the percussion department at UGA.
Jim Adams?
Yes. Tim Adams is gonna play the is that how you say it, vibraphone?
Yeah,
Okay, he's gonna come play the vibraphone for us.
it's a percussion instrument like a xylophone, except it's made of metal.
Okay.
Good
So you hit it with the mallet?
Good vibrations.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a jazz instrument, typically. That's how most people know it.
Yeah, so we're gonna have that right down where the harp player was last year, which is right off the Poplar Street parking lot. So it'll have like a sort of tableau vivant in the woods, and that's what we will play, because the Lantern Parade is unamplified sound. So we want to invite people, like last year it was a harp, the year before it was women singing, the Athens Mountain Singers singing underneath the bridge. This time it will be Dr. Allen's playing the vibraphone, which I think will be really cool. And also because I was like, he said, what kind of music do you? I was like, you can play whatever you want. Like, you'll just I trust you to play. It's just, because it's not like I start the song and end the song.
Yeah.
It's sort of like you're just kind of making music for the moment, and people can carry on if they want to walk by that, but they can also step off the trail and sort of like, hang out and pay and watch if they want to, like that's a choice. But the whole parade lasts like 30-40 minutes, that part of the parade. So we have the illuminated sculptures, and just in general, it's just a lovely, like simple, very human-centered, very low-key event that's really nice. So,
And the theme this year is, folklores and fairy tales, or fairy tales and folklore.
either one, yeah. Just as like if you need some inspo for a lantern, but really any kind of lantern's fun. It's really nice. So it'll always be the first Saturday of March. And it helps because the time change happens right after, right? So like it made a difference. We moved it to 4 last year. And that means that people came with little kids because they can put them kids to bed, right? 8:30. So before I used to start it a little bit later, or the time made it the darkness later. So anyway, it's be the 4th year. So we're still, like I said, figuring it out and letting it sort of, I want to, on the one hand, like create something that's worthwhile to come to, but I don't want to over curate it, because I want it to become a thing that evolves as people make things and bring their creativity. And the musical component is a way to like highlight musicians in Athens that maybe we don't always see as often, or like is something unexpected, right? Coming through the woods and seeing a beautiful woman playing the harp is like, that's very cool. So,
But it's before our next meeting, which is the 9th. So this is your last like official reminder from us.
I like put on my calendar for like 6 months now.
So it's free, no charge, and it's fun. The Palms of Fire is the West African drumming group from the Unitarian Universalist Church. They come every year and play, which is a really fun crowd. And then the poet laureate will read a poem, and it'll be their first public, will be our first introduction to our community, is for just really nice, I think, platform to read a poem before we all go on a journey together in the woods.
What an awesome
Lanterns.
event. Look at all the tie-ins right there to our community, you know?
Stephanie, if you were doing it, where would you start? Would you start over there or over here, you know?
We all gather in the sort of center of the Dudley Park, kind of up there where the, you know, where the picnic shelter is. We sort of gather there starting around 6 o'clock. And
Yeah.
then about 7 o'clock, I will kind of get on and introduce the poet laureate and welcome everyone. And then we start up by what's the name of that art piece?
Oh, by the Trail Blossom.
Trail Blossom, the big art flowers that
Yep.
Rick Herzog made. That's where it starts. So we go over that bridge first. So you carry over the bridge and then you come down the bridge and then cross over Poplar Street and kind of come back into the park and weave your way through the park. And then you'll come to that like sort of stone outcropping thing. The East Athens Educational Dance Center students will be there with their illuminated
Oh.
wings. They're so beautiful. They've, been practicing. We do that every year. So they've done it. So we've had the Palms of Fire and the East Athens Educational Dance Center students every single lantern parade.
Yeah,
So it's like sort of they're pillars of the parade, if you will.
Yeah.
And so it's like I said, a very short walk and is theoretically handicap accessible.
Mhm.
Some of the pitches of the hills, I can't guarantee that it's like the best, but it is supposed to be. It's all paved. So that is part of it.
Awesome.
Like some of one of the hills to the access point might not cut the standard muster for ADA, but it's what we have.
Yeah.
The lantern parade.
Anybody else have any goings on that they want to let folks know about? Especially in the creative avenue?
If you like Wynton Marsalis, come this weekend to the
Yeah.
Performing Arts Center because he's not touring with the Lincoln Center Jazz Orchestra after this season. Or he's not coming back here because he's retiring for 27. So we've got 2 dates, Saturday night, and then Sunday afternoon. And they're playing a lot of Duke Ellington inspired by Athens. Yeah, and then tomorrow night, if you're free, there's a Van Cliburn piano competition with her name Hao Shen Zhang playing Beethoven and Schumann in our small hall. It's gonna be phenomenal. So
Where's that at?
at the Performing Arts Center,
Okay.
both.
Is it feasible to like show up day of on Sunday and get in there and get a ticket or?
Streaming. I could tell you how many seats, see after the show, after the meeting, we'll discuss it, because I don't honestly know how many tickets are left right now, I have to look it up
Okay.
and let you know.
Anybody else got anything going on?
You always do.
Yeah, I know the London House is popping with some stuff.
We have the artist talk with Jeff Campana, who makes these beautiful like ceramic vessels. They're on view in the atrium. That's artist talk this Thursday. And then the following Thursday will be Cicadia Rhythms playing in the main gallery there with live drawing. So you can paint or draw or just observe people drawing the musicians while they play. And check out, if you haven't seen Art Tracks, that is the exhibition in the Ronnie Lukashevitz Gallery right now. That is the exhibition of the work. We've been doing an adult art education program at the county jail. So we've been teaching a class there and with people who were incarcerated there to like just an art class that we've been working on there. And some of the work from that class is on view. We had a great opening for it. So it's 4 different cohorts of people who have been through that program and their work is on view and some video interviews with them. It's really, really cool. It's really powerful stuff. And then the East Athens Educational Dance Centers will have their spring concert at the Morton Theater starting on the 20th and 21st. So if you've never seen any of their performances, it's really amazing. And they often invite a professional dance group to come and do like one dance. So it's good to see local people and you'll also get to see like a very high-end professional performance. So that'll be at the Morton, the 20th and 21st. Yeah.
Appreciate y'all's time. Our next meeting day is March the 9th. If it's okay with you guys, we can call this meeting to an end at like 6 6:38. That work for you all?
Do we need to approve the minutes before we adjourn?
Would y'all like to approve the minutes before we leave? Anybody have any changes or anything like that to the minute? Can I get a motion to approve them as they are?
I'm so moved.
All right,
That's like
got
it.
a second? All right, so if you're good with the minutes, you can say, I am good with the minutes. Okay.
Minutes.
All right. If you're good with ending the meeting, you can also say, I'm good to go. I'm good to go. Get out of here.
I mean,
Yes.
yeah.